Hi guys, I'll look over here. Okay, so this next video is basically the key to a great presentation. Okay, so this pertains really to if you're turning up to a customer's house, you've knocked on the door and you are expected from your office that you are going to close them on the day. It's completely cold. You're not appointment setting, okay? It's a completely cold call, and you are going to introduce yourself, you're going to present, and you're going to close. Now, in my head, door-to-door sales, in this respect, when it's not appointment setting or gathering, is a 3-step. It's done in 3 steps, okay? It's really is as simple as this. It's your introduction, and within that intro, you're building rapport. And then you're going to roll right into a presentation where you are going to cover absolutely everything, which then makes it easy just to roll in to a close. And the close is really your trial close wrapped up into the taking the details. Because for me, the close is just quite simply you're starting to take their details. It is as simple as that. So what I used to do, I used to sell cable and satellite TV packages. Okay. Two big things I felt. One, never wing your presentation. Right? Always have a presentation written down. Okay. And when you're absolutely brand new, it might take you a week or so to refine your presentation. And then it might take you a couple of days, depending on your own intelligence and depending on your frequency of knocking, to get this presentation that you've ironed out absolutely firmly in your head. Okay. Whether that's a personality thing or a product thing, I don't know, but it helped me massively to be able to roll into. I've gone through all that introductory step stage, and now I'm rolling into a presentation. If I can have something ironed out that is exactly the same from door to door to door, the way it rolls off your tongue is so eloquent. And again, you've ironed this out, right? You've taken a good week or two ironing this out. And it might be something that periodically you will tweak and reassess. But nevertheless, you are the walking, talking advert, like I've touched on in other videos. And the way it engages customers is it's all, you can't quite believe it. Okay. Now, that for me is the utmost importance. If I found myself deviating or no longer rehearsing, like I've touched on in other videos, you've got to train. You have to be training every single day to be a good salesperson. Okay. Don't be lazy. Don't be average. Don't be lazy. But if you drift into being lazy and you start winging your presentation and you sort of start on the fly, putting in little bits here, there and everywhere, you'll notice that you lose the engagement from the customer, right? So if you can just say the same thing every time, and you'll notice it works, okay? Don't fall into this false sense of security that, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. You know, as soon as you stop deviating away from that thing that has proven to be giving you your consistent productivity, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Now, there's one other thing that I felt was absolutely key for me, and I would defy anybody to say it isn't. If every top person has got something, and it is a prop, right? Whether it is just a laminated leaflet that's got some facts and some cross references to show that their current situation is this, their new situation is this. You know, whether we used to carry a remote control, we would carry a laminated A4 headed with branded heading with all the channels that they are now going to be enjoying. And so I would hand them my presenter, and with my pen, I would be talking about each channel. Do you know, I wouldn't even worry about what this guy enjoyed watching, what this woman enjoyed watching. Sometimes I might ask, but I knew what the trendy channels were, what the hot channels were of that week, of that time. Well, if you knew everybody watched it right now, sometimes you could do a little bit of investigative work, okay, and therefore you could show them what channels covered their tastes. But quite often, what you want to be, what I was keen on doing, was showing that the 60 channels or the 40 channels, however many it was going to have so much amazing stuff. It was just like, man alive. And it's only for the cost of a cup of coffee every week, or something like that, right? That would be the key, right? Those were the two big keys. You just got to blow them away. That their current situation with their 5 channels, and yet they've even got a 55-inch TV, and they've only got 5 channels. You know, you've got to leave them feeling at the end of the presentation that if they don't go ahead, not that they're stupid. I used to say that you've got to make them feel stupid. No, you haven't got to make them feel stupid, but they've got to think, I'll be fucking stupid, pardon my French, if I didn't go ahead with this. I'd be absolutely blooming nuts if I didn't get this. That's how you got to make them feel in their head, okay? Don't say, you would be effing stupid if you didn't. No, don't say that, okay? But they've got to feel, my God, why aren't I doing this? Right, that is a great presentation, okay? So adapt this to what you're currently doing, especially if you can get the sale there and then, okay? And that is the key. Use your prop, use a presentation thing. You see, the thing is with using a prop or something that you can put in their hands, is you're no longer just getting the ears engaged, it's the eyes as well. You've got full engagement, and that is critical, okay? All right. So make sure you practice, make sure you write down a pitch. Okay, I know people don't like to use the word pitch, but between us for training, it's your pitch. Right? You are pitching them. This is what we're offering, okay? Your presentation. Make sure you have got that rehearsed. It doesn't have to be too long. I've mentioned in other videos 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't even have to be that long. It really doesn't. It's just got to be a few minutes. What are adverts on the telly? They're seconds. They're fair enough. Adverts bombard you almost every hour of the day. So we've got to be a little bit longer than a 30-second advert, right? So a few minutes where you can really get in depth with the product and get them thinking, whoa, really pile it on. So they're like, use the body language, and try and get some agreeance happening from these people. Be prepared for a few hard yards when in learning your presentation. Just go through that tough spell, right? What I used to do, I used to have my presentation all written out, hidden somewhere in my folder, and I would read it before I walked down the drive. And I wouldn't worry if they could see me at the top of their drive. It might make me look important even. Well, what's this guy doing? Oh, he must be looking at something. It doesn't matter that you're actually just reading your presentation before you go down. And then you go down and you hit them with it. And quite often, the first time, I would get through 1 or 2 sentences and then I would have to wing it. But each time each extra door I would walk down, I would get further down my presentation, you know. And like I say, sometimes after your first night, you're doing it, but until it sticks, always read it. And that is what I used to do. Just read your entire presentation, then walk down the door. And I remember, I don't know at what stage, maybe 4 or 5 months, it was just all rolling. And my time management, you know, don't faff about, you know. If you're on a street with 100 doors and there's only 20 cars on the drive, there's only 20 doors where they've got the cars on the drive, you're just knocking those 20 doors. Don't mess about. Don't hang around on your street walking up and down waiting for people to come home. Phone your manager, get the hell off there, okay? That will be a video for another time. I will elaborate on my time management tactics, okay? All right, until the next one, like and subscribe. Sayonara.